Wow! Guess what I noticed the other day? It's been over a year since I played Pikmin 1 on the channel. I decided it was time to play Pikmin 2. Anyway, like the first game, I did grow up playing this game, albeit the original GameCube version. Last time when I was playing Pikmin 1, the new controls or like just little differences between this and the and the original definitely kind of got to be a little bit, so that should be fun. Is there anything interesting? There's nothing interesting in the options. Yes, this is fundamentally a GameCube game, of course. Okay. So we'll see how this goes. Since this is a game I am super familiar with, this is going to be a little bit more of a guided thing. Most of the games I play on the channel are just me playing them blind, but anyway. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Really sucks when you only have one good employee, I guess. It's always fun seeing cutscenes like this in much higher quality than they were ever meant to be viewed at. Because you can start to see some weirdness in them. It's fun though. I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But sadly I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden Pick brand carrots was eaten. Yep, that certainly sucks. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. Sounds like this was a pretty crappy company even before we left. As for the rest of our loan, like how's that your only asset? You have one spaceship? We have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? Nani, you brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth 100 Pokos? It's more than a year's salary. Which makes me question how they got that badly in debt. But there are more on that planet. Then they can repay our debt. Louis, you don't look alive. You must depart immediately with Captain Olimar. I feel like I've never actually noticed that sticker on the side before. With like Angel. 5 seconds in and we've already lost our co-worker. That was close. I've averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis missing! He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He's not responding via his communicator. He's either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look. Yes. Believe it or not, I am familiar with Pikmin. I do know how to use them. But before we do that, I'm gonna turn on motion controls. Because why wouldn't I? The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. I mean, how long has it been, really? Give them instructions and do not delay. Yes. We can throw Pikmin. Whee! Good job. Alrighty, well... Attention, Captain Olimar, I have just re-established my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I'm quite interested in the details of his condition.
Louis.
Yeah, so Y just switches between the captains. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Yes, so, I mean, you can press plus. It's the map, basically. There's not much to it yet. Since see, eventually we'll be able to see our Pikmin numbers. Yeah. Fun. And of course minus, that's where the controls menu is, so... If you ever forget how to play, I guess. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. I don't know what that means. Okay. Meet plant child. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin characters was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Whee! Darn you. There we go, that's what we want. If you hit the pellet posies on the flower, then they just drop instantly. Instead of the Pikmin having to take out its health first. Onion ejected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yep. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. I mean, essentially, but ship kind of implies that they built it. Did they build it, or does it just exist naturally? You can handle that. Compared to the first game, there's quite a few differences, even if they were kind of like fundamentally built on the same engine. So for one, I feel like the Pikmin sprouts grow a lot faster, which is nice. They used to, I swear it feels like they stay in the ground for a second longer in the original version, so. Or in the first game. Differences between this and the GameCube version are mostly cosmetic, I'd say. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I'm pretty sure we would have found this eventually anyways. I would like to appraise it. Sorry, excuse me. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Captain Olimar first. Can you see him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, zooming out is nice. I really don't need to see nothing. Just to closely inspect the ground under our feet. The leaves are so slow. Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use yeah. I got it, thank you. Okay. I don't think there's really anything else around here on day one, so just gonna kind of wait for these guys to finish up. I believe the day instantly ends as soon as you take the battery back to the ship. You can't go over here yet. It takes too many Pikmin. So most objects in this game, they can fit as many Pikmin around it as can actually fit. Which in most instances is just going to be double what you actually need to carry it. So this only needs 3 Pikmin to carry it, but you can have up to 6 on it. The more Pikmin on it, the faster it goes. I'll just leave Louis here. It doesn't really matter. There's no time on day one. It's purely tutorial. The ship is a bit annoyingly chatty, but not much to do about that. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and swarm these guys around this battery. And that is one thing, if you're a Pikmin aficionado, then you've probably noticed that this battery looks a bit different than it used to in the original. So in the GameCube version, most of the treasures were actual branded items, so this was a Duracell battery. But when it came time for the Switch port, obviously they're like licensing to use those brands and stuff had expired. So most of them got rebranded into generic stuff, which is kind of sad, but an understandable change at least. Any day now. There's nothing you can do. Just gotta wait for the battery to get back to the ship. Because the Pikmin know to take it there for some reason. Look at them go, though. They really pick up their feet, don't they? Courage reactor! Yeah, the ship can't read English, it's fine. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I praised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hip products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Yes, the ship likes acting smart, but he's really just reading off the notes that all of our left. We all know this, right? You didn't know about dangerous nocturnal creatures before you read all of ours report, and now you're just regurgitating the information all of our knows right back at him. We have acquired 1 unit of treasure and 20 Pikmin. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Yes, sir. Alright. So, we're just gonna head straight into day 2. There's not really much to talk about yet. Day 2 is also pretty tutorial heavy, so we're just gonna kind of try and get into the meat of things as fast as possible. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. We're just gonna go ahead and take all our guys. There's no reason not to. Not up to this point. Alright, now that we're on day 2, we do actually have a time limit. So days in this game are like roughly 30, or sorry, not 30, 13 minutes long, I think? I'm not actually sure, so don't quote me on that. So anyway, that's how long you have to mess around each day before you get kicked back out into low orbit. So you don't get eaten. Oh, come on. I mean, I probably should have put other Pikmin on these anyway, so they'd go faster, but well, this is what we're doing. Just gonna stick with it. We can see this pellet posy growing in. At this rate, we'll be able to harvest it before our Pikmin are done growing. cultivate. Understandably, the more Pikmin the better, usually. Sort of. There are moments where you really don't want to have like a full squad or anything, but for now we pretty much do, because we don't have that many Pikmin to begin with. Okay. Before we let them take that back, we're gonna go ahead and deal with this guy. He's a bigger guy, so you want to make sure to be behind him before you start throwing Pikmin. And if you have enough Pikmin, you should be able to take him out before he can actually attack you. And then we have this treasure, which, yeah, we can carry it back, but it takes like everyone, so I'm just gonna take this, have 5 of them take this back for now, and I'm gonna have the rest of them actually deal with this gate. Because I want to start breaking it down. I'll take this one guy too. You can start carrying back the one pellet. We will collect everything here, I just don't want to be sitting around waiting for the gate. You can already hear them knocking it down a level. Very good. Okay. Oh, there goes another level. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when mass their might is ferocious? Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Okay, fine. Press A to grab it. Yes, we've already talked about all of this. Yes, we've talked about all this before. Now this is technically, I've done it a few times. To give orders, hold L while moving R. It's handy for giving orders to a group. Yes, so that's the swarm thing I've been doing. This bit. It's useful for getting a bunch of Pikmin around things that need a bunch of Pikmin to carry in. Okay, I don't need all of you. Yeah, you can't all be on there actually. Alright. That is not going to be enough for the can yet. Yes, grow, my children. Grow, and then we will go ahead and take a can back. Alright, I do want to have the whole squad with us when we venture towards that weird thing you can see over there. So I'm just gonna kind of wait for this to come back and yeah, so it's fine. There's plenty of time in the day. There's, as you can probably see, not anything else we can do yet. Do the posies grow back over there? They do. I don't know that it's worth going all that way though. 64 is certainly plenty. And I'm lazy. I don't want to wait. Utter scrap, and yet it's worth more than a year's salary. You know, worth more than the thing that brought us back to this planet in the first place. Oh, we have a bunch of water over here. We can't do anything about that. Reds will drown. They don't know how to swim. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. I'll return any Pikmin outside of that group to the onion. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Yeah, so we have this guy over here. He's not in our squad anymore, so he doesn't come into the cave, but he will just go straight to the onion. It doesn't like kill him, so you don't need to worry about that. You do want to make sure usually to have a good amount of Pikmin going into a cave with you, but I'd say you rarely need all of them. In fact, in a lot of cases it might be smart not to have a full squad. Intriguing, my heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press plus to communicate with me. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. Yes, as always, plus is your map even here, but the difference about this place is you kind of have to fill in the map as you go. You cannot see all of it at once. Alrighty. So that's already our first floor and our first cave done. Wow. Yes, they're gonna carry all this back. And we are going to wait by the exit. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Though you do recall that you can adjust the camera with the yelling up, down, left, and right on R. Yes. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter it. Yes, when he says that, he means it. So even those guys all the way over by the ship, still carrying stuff and whatever, if we were to leave right now, then they would all just magically appear in our party again. Which is something I did not pick up on as a kid. I would always gather all my Pikmin up and take them to the cave exit just to be safe because I was not sure if they would come with me or not. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. What the ship says is true. The corpses of the fallen in caves get taken to the ship because there's no onion to take them to. Which means they get converted into money instead of Pikmin. But they're really not worth anything. You can pay off the debt easily without ever touching any of the corpses. So collecting them's honestly kind of a waste of time, unless you just wanted to be like, ah, look, I got more money than other person playing this game. But that's like, whatever. Generally just gonna let these guys take back the corpses anyways, because they're gonna want to anyway. Is that the Americas? It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The top half of the Americas anyways. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Yeah, he's right. You need 101 precisely, which is significant because you can only have 100 Pikmin in the field. We can't have possibly really reached that number by this point, but trust me, it is true. So these guys, they don't necessarily need much of a strategy. If you can land a Pikmin squarely on their back, then they will just be killed instantly. But even if you can't, if you have enough Pikmin on you, they'll usually just take out its health rather quickly. You look at him, he can't do anything. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. I like that word, yearn. People don't use it enough. So these are violet candy pop buds. There's a few different colors of candy pop buds. And that is this one. So you can see, as soon as I threw 5 Pikmin into this one, it wilted. So each one will only take 5 Pikmin total. Any less than that and it'll stick around until it gets that 5th one. Goodbye. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yeah, so candy pop buds will turn your Pikmin into the color of the flower, obviously. So the violet ones will always convert your Pikmin into purple Pikmin. Now, more specifically what purple Pikmin can do, they can't be thrown as far as a normal Pikmin. And they're also very slow, as you can see they're already trailing behind the reds. But, in return, as soon as they get here, in return, each purple Pikmin is worth 10 Pikmin. So they can carry something like this easily. Whenever they are on something, it does tend to carry it slower, so they're mostly just helpful for transporting heavy objects, but that's okay. Sometimes it's necessary. But their other, probably more helpful feature, well, is something we'll have to show off at a later point because I can't really show it off now. Spherical Atlas. You can see this one's all glowy and special as far as treasure goes. Hello, Europe. Part of Africa, etc. Anyway. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error, I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit on the radar screen. Yes. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Yeah, so what he's talking about is if you go over to menu and then over to items, there's the exploration kit. So all of these specific treasures are something specific that whenever you collect it will unlock a new ability or something, basically. So the one we just picked up will unlock a new area for us to explore. You'll see that once we end the day, but astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Yeah, so the little holes in the ground, the little cave holes, will always take you deeper, and the geysers will always take you straight to the surface. And that's true whether it's the final sublevel or not, so be sure you want to leave a cave before you take a geyser. And that's the first of many caves completed. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Amar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. He's gonna force us to end the day now. You should take a much needed rest so you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Yeah, so what the ship is referring to. In the first game, you had 30 days. That was a hard time limit. As soon as you hit the 30-day mark, once that day ends, you either escape to the planet or you didn't. But such a time limit does not exist in this game. You can take as many days as you want. Look at those numbers, they're growing. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocotate Savings and Loan after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! And there we go! Tomorrow, the Awakening Wood.